Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite work/gym bags for 2024. The new year is always a great time to focus on new goals, and one of mine for the year is to be getting into the gym more regularly. I know a lot of people like to pair going to the gym with their commute from work, and these are the bags that I think are particularly helpful for providing the organization, space, and aesthetic that you might need to go into, your work setting, but still allowing you to carry all of the gym gear that you might need with you. So, I have a variety of options here. I know that it's not an exhaustive list and it might not cover all gym needs, particularly if you're carrying a lot of specialized gear, but hopefully this list is helpful. Before jumping in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel, we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. The Troubadour Pioneer backpack to me has a really sleek, modern, professional aesthetic. It's also one of the more underrated bags on this list. I don't hear it talked about as much, which is a shame because in addition to being a great looking bag, it is really functional. I really like the feature set that it includes. It's got really nice, durable fabrics that are gonna offer plenty of weather resistance, aqua guarded YKK zippers. You have dual external water bottle pockets, which is gonna be helpful if you wanna stay hydrated while you're on the go or working out. Got some really nice, kind of vegan leather accenting on the zipper pulls, on the handle, and then the straps on this one are gonna be quite comfortable. They have a nice amount of padding. It's kind of this almost gel-like padding here, good width on the straps. The back paneling also has a similar soft, comfortable amount of padding that's well distributed. It also has a nice luggage pass-through that is oriented in the way that will allow it to stand up on your luggage very comfortably. So in addition to being a great work and gym bag, it's also a great travel bag. And then as far as the space, this comes in at about 24 liters. So it's a, pretty spacious bag. It can hold a good amount. This is where, kind of that gym versatility comes in. You have this wide opening here. Can pack in your change of clothes in addition to your other items. You have a couple of zippered pockets on the lid, good internal organization, slip pockets, zippered pockets, and you have a well padded laptop compartment with a nice soft backing. You can access the laptop compartment from the side as well. So, really just kind of checking off a lot of the boxes as far as usability. You also have a quick access pocket on the front and at the top. I really like that this top one has softer lining to help prevent against scratching, little lanyard with a clip for your keys, particularly if you're using a gym locker and you have keys for that. And then one of the things that makes this a great work slash gym bag is the fact that you have a dedicated shoe compartment. And this is something that's becoming a little more rare, and I know not everybody likes using these as much because it does take up space in the main compartment, but to me, for a gym bag, this is something that's really important to me because I like keeping my shoes and my sweaty clothes separate from everything else that's in my bag. You also have the ventilation here on the bottom to prevent it from getting too stinky. So yeah, just a really versatile, durable bag. And if you're looking for something with the professional aesthetic with this type of functionality, it's gonna be one of the best options to check out. The modern Dayfarer backpack is one that I've featured in a couple of my roundup videos, which speaks to its versatility. In addition to being a really great tech and EDC bag, it also works very well as a work and gym bag. The aesthetic here is very modern, sleek. I feel like it's gonna look great in an office setting or with a nicer outfit. It's got really rugged material, so it feels like it's gonna hold up over the longer term. You also have nice well-protected zipper, so it's gonna offer a nice amount of weather resistance. And one of the cool things about this bag is the flexibility. You have this fidlock buckle on the front that, is just very easy to open and close when you need to, but it also gives you some additional space if you're carrying a little bit more on a particular day, so that adjustability is always nice. And then you have the ability to open this fully flat or use this as a top loader depending on what you're wanting to get to. So this is gonna be really nice if you have, your change of clothes. You have a slip pocket on the inside to separate things out. A couple of simple zippered pockets here on the inside. You have a quick access pocket on the front. So providing all those options for, the work and everyday items that you might be carrying with you. You have a dedicated, well padded and suspended laptop compartment. I really like that it's dedicated to make it very easy to access. And then the bag is pretty comfortable overall. The harness system was updated with the newer edition, so the padding is a little bit firmer, but well padded, durable. On the back panel front, you have a good amount of elevation. You can see these straps are, really rugged. And then you have this air channel here to provide you with a nice amount of airflow. And you have a luggage pass-through that's going to allow you to rest this on a suitcase. Good handle on the side and at the top. So if you want to carry it like a briefcase, if you're going into your office, this will be really helpful for doing so, or for pairing it with the luggage pass-through. You have an external water bottle pocket that offers a good amount of space. Nice quick access on the side as well, with a couple of slip pockets, a little lanyard for your keys, and then the shoe compartment. This to me is really important on the gym bag, as I'll talk about in a couple of different points throughout this video. And so, you have a good amount of space. I have an 11.5 shoe size. It fits in there. You have the air holes at the bottom to allow you to have that ventilation. Like with many of these shoe compartment bags, it does take up some space in the main area. A nice touch with the Dayfarer backpack is it does have this Velcro strap that allows you to hide the shoe compartment away if you're not going to be using it, but if you need it, it's there. And yeah, I just really like the flexibility that's provided by this bag, as well as the functionality. So if you're looking for a top loader that's maybe a little bit more flexible with a nice aesthetic in the shoe compartment, this can be an awesome option to check out. Aer's Fit Pack and Duffel Pack have been some of my favorite gym and EDC bags for a number of years now. They've gone through a couple of different iterations. They've gotten better with every release. I really enjoy using both of them. Here I have the Fit Pack 3, just because it's a little bit more compact. It's the one that I tend to grab more regularly. And both of them are gonna have Aer's, really modern, techie aesthetic. And they're made with a really durable ballistic nylon. I believe they're also offering X Pack. But the ballistic nylon has always held up great for me. You have the really beefy YKK zippers, so just a really rock solid build quality. The aesthetic is maybe not the most professional, particularly with the duffel style zipper, but to me, it's clean and modern enough that I'm still comfortable taking it into an office, great for exploring a city. And this one is gonna come in at about 18 liters, I believe. And it's able to hold all the items that I typically need to carry with me. I like that it has a dedicated tech area. So it's got some organizational options for your work items, notebook, pens, chargers, things like that. You have a well padded and suspended laptop compartment. At the top, you have Aer's great quick access pocket. It's gonna have a soft fleece lining on the inside. So keeping things pretty simple, but just super functional. One of the greatest additions with the latest version of the Fit Pack is you now have dual water bottle pockets, making it even more functional, particularly for gym use. And then one of the cool things about this line is they have this duffel style opening, so you can rest the bag down and then easily access whatever you need to. If you have a change of clothes, there's a slip pocket on the inside where I typically separate out some of my clothes or a towel, and then you have enough space here for your gym stuff, your daily stuff. So it offers a nice amount of flexibility. And then of course you have the dedicated shoe compartment that offers a good amount of space. It does take up a good chunk of this main area, but that's always a trade-off I'm happy to make, to just keep my stuff separate so that I don't have to carry an extra bag or pouch. And this is where I'll place my dirty clothes or my shoes. Then you have ventilation on the bottom so that it doesn't get too unpleasant in there. So, just again, checking off a lot of the same boxes as far as the functionality and the aesthetic for a work and gym bag. And then Aer's harnesses are some of my favorite on the market. Just really comfortable, well padded straps, lots of breathability. Same thing on the back paneling. You have the elevation air channel here. They've added a luggage pass through to make it even more functional. So if you're a fan of Aer's bags, or you're just looking for an excellent tech and gym bag, these are gonna be some of the best to check out. The North Face Recon might not be the first bag to come to mind when discussing work or gym bags. The aesthetic of these is definitely a little bit more outdoorsy, technical, maybe even college student feeling, as these are very popular on campuses. But I think with the way that the working world has shifted and there being a lot more casual environments, I have seen company branded North Face bags. And then on the gym front, although it doesn't have necessarily a shoe compartment or something like that, The functionality that it offers, I still feel is gonna work well to just allow you to carry and access a lot of stuff. And so North Face's bags in general offer a good amount of space. This one comes in at around 30 liters. It's got a really big main compartment that's gonna be great for holding a change of clothes as well as all the other items you'll be carrying with you. You have two really spacious external water bottle pockets, as well as a variety of attachment points along the front. So some webbing here where you can clip on additional accessories. You can maybe hang some shoes. You know, they have packable towels. So it gives you a lot of versatility, especially if maybe your workout is not necessarily in the gym, but more on a hike. So it could be really useful for that. You have compression straps or something like a yoga mat or other gear that you might be carrying. I like that the Recon has this slip pocket on the front, which, you know, to me is almost a stand-in for a dedicated shoe compartment. I could place a pair of smaller shoes in here, also a good place for wet clothes or maybe a bathing suit if I'm swimming for exercise. So I feel like it just gives a lot of flexibility. Beyond that, you have North Face's, you know, well padded, comfortable harnesses. I know the new ones aren't as well liked, but so far my experience with these has been great. A lot of support, good padding on the back. And so, you know, I think in that regard, as well as the additional organization it provides, this layout is pretty much unchanged among all of North Face's bags. So small slip pockets, zippered pockets, you have kind of this hidden middle one here, and then you have a dedicated laptop area. The Recon is unfortunately not quite as well suspended as their other bags, so that's something to keep in mind, but it still offers some good protection. Also has, you know, compatibility for hydration bladder, so again, if you're more of an outdoor kind of hiking workout, that'll be something to keep in mind. It's also going to be maybe one of the more affordable options on this list, so if you don't mind the aesthetic and you're just looking for a very functional bag that's going to work well for a lot of these different situations, then I think it's going to be a great option to consider. Although they might not have all the features that you might expect out of a gym bag per se, it feels like many of Goruck's bags were almost designed to be gyms in and of themselves. They are often used for rucking, so carrying, you know, really heavy weight over longer distances. It's a great kind of strength and cardio workout. They talk a lot about that. There's a lot of articles on their site. I've been rucking a lot over the past couple of years. Really love it. And then I know Goruck also has other exercises that they've kind of promote using the bag for. So you can do squats, you can do all sorts of kind of strength training using the Goruck as kind of the tool for that. You can load it out. In addition, they have a lot of other gear around that. And so, you know, I think it's a bag that is still going to be able to hold your traditional gym stuff. It has, you know, the very simple but effective clamshell layout, lots of space. I'm always shocked by how much this 21-liter version can hold. They of course have the larger versions. They have the GR2. To me, the GR1 though is kind of the ideal work bag, especially one of these slick editions. They have the Heritage versions. This is the Dyneema version. The ones that don't have the MOLLE webbing are maybe a little bit cleaner, more office friendly, but you know, even with the MOLLE webbing, I don't feel like they're overly tactical. I've been a fan of their aesthetic for a long time. They of course have, you know, the really comfortable harness system, very rugged, the well padded suspended laptop compartment, so you know, great in that regard for the office. But then with the space that they offer, you could put in all your gym stuff, change of clothes, shoes, water bottle, everything that you might need. And if you actually want to use it for a couple of workouts as kind of recommended by Goruck, it'll work for that as well. And so, you know, as far as being a bag that I can use for a variety of situations, including gym and work use, the GR1 is always going to be one of my favorites. The Limitless backpack from Graphene X is one of the newest options on this list and has been one of the most impressive releases of the past year. I was just really surprised with the functionality that was packed into this bag. I really like the kind of subdued, modern aesthetic. Feels like it's gonna blend in well into an office setting. It has, you know, every pocket that you could potentially think of. So you have dual water bottle pockets on the outside. You have a dedicated shoe compartment, which is gonna be really helpful for gym use. Lots of space here. So that's, you know, really nice to have in a bag like this. You have this little net that pops out. That's gonna be great if you're commuting or maybe you like to use biking as your exercise format. You can kind of pop that out, secure your helmet. So that's not something I've seen on a ton of bags. So great that that's kind of built in, that you can tuck that away. You have a really comfortable carrying handle. You have a comfortable harness system. This has worked well. And then you have just lots of different pockets. So external laptop compartment. that's gonna have a soft fleece lining, well padded. You actually have 2 of these types of compartments, so if you carry 2 devices, that's gonna be a big bonus. And then you have more compartments on the side that, let me get this compression strap out of the way, so that you can store something that you want to keep cooler. On their site, they talk about these being used to store wine bottles, and it certainly seems like it has the space to do so, but I've just used them kind of as standard storage compartments. Then I was mentioning earlier, the compression straps on the sides are very useful for securing larger items that don't fit on the inside. Then you just have quick access pockets on the front that offer a lot of space and easy access to the things that you're grabbing regularly. And then you have a front kind of clamshell opening admin area with more organization, pocket with RFID protection. You have the really bright liner, so lots of different ways to organize everything that you're using. And then the main compartment is of course a clamshell style compartment, so great for packing it out very easily. And Graphene has their own ecosystem of modular accessories. So they have a waist belt that doubles as a small sling bag or waist pack. Then they have a compressible packing cube, which might be particularly helpful if you're taking a change of clothes. They have a shirt protector for your dress shirts if you're getting out of your nicer outfit. And then here on the inside, you can see just a nice big open space. The shoe compartment does take up some of that capacity, but I think it's a good trade-off. And then a couple of other light kind of organizational touches. You have a large pocket here on the zipper that gussets out, maybe to store some additional clothing, change items, or anything that's a little bit larger. So just a really, really flexible and full-featured bag. It's just gonna check off most of the boxes for what people are gonna need. And if you are looking to explore a newer brand, or you want something that's gonna have some of the additional bells and whistles that this bag has, like the helmet net and all the extra organization for your laptop and the water bottle pockets, then this is going to be one of the best options to take a look at. Knack has released some of my favorite work bags of the past couple of years. I really like the modern and more professional aesthetic that they offer. It feels like their bags are going to look great with a nicer outfit and in an office setting. I featured the multiple iterations of their bags that they've released, the Series 1, the Series 2, the convertible duffel. I've actually done a video comparing the different models if you want to check it out. The one that I gravitate towards the most is their Series 2 medium expandable Knack Pack. I really like the aesthetic that they went with on this one. It's got some really nice handles that are well padded, some accenting that I think just makes it look a little bit classier. Then you have a pretty comfortable harness system. The straps offer a nice amount of breathability. They are hideaway straps, as this is convertible, so that you can carry it like a briefcase. You can hide these away. The back panel has been really comfortable. It's got this soft, almost gel-like padding, which feels good. You have a nice luggage pass-through, so it's a great travel bag as well. And then the organizational layout on these I've been a big fan of. It has not precisely an external water bottle pocket, but it has something that works kind of like a water bottle pocket, can also just hold other items. And then you have lockable zippers leading to this admin area with a nice amount of organization, just slip pockets, elastic bands for tech essentials. You have a removable lanyard with a carabiner for your keys. And then in the main compartment, you have, again, pretty simple layout, but a good amount of space, some zippered pockets. You have some mesh ones, a slip pocket here on the lid. And then you have a laptop compartment that is externally accessible. This is not going to be maybe the most padded of the bags on this list, but it does offer a solid amount of protection, easy to get your laptop in and out while you're on the go. And then one of the things that I think makes this a capable gym bag is also what makes it a great travel bag. So it has the ability to expand first and foremost. So if you're going on a longer trip, or you just have a lot that you're carrying on a particular day, it's going to give you the flexibility of that expansion. But it also has a pocket that is meant to open up like a suitcase. And this is, where if you're taking a change of clothes and some of your gym gear, you can keep it separate from the other items that you're carrying, from your tech and EDC items for the office. You can keep those very easy to access, then open this up when you're ready to kind of switch into another mode. Or again, if you're looking to use this for travel, it's one of my favorite expandable bags that's been released. Super versatile, and if you're looking for something with modern look, a lot of organization, and that has that bonus of being able to expand, then the Knack Packs are always going to be some of my go-to options. And so that's it. Those are some of my favorite work/gym bags for 2024. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if you have any questions on the items that I featured in the video or suggestions for similar items that I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I'll make sure to include links in the description below to the dedicated reviews that I've done for any of the bags that I featured in the list, as well as to some of the other roundup videos that I've done where I talk about my favorite EDC backpacks, my favorite travel backpacks, some of my favorite organizers, if you want to check those out. And as always, I want to thank you for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.